This is Unit 1, your introduction to the beginning rider course. You're interested in learning to ride a motorcycle safely and skillfully. 7 units in this course will give you the basic information and skills that you'll need to become a safe motorcycle rider. By the end of this course, you'll be able to answer basic questions about riding and operating a motorcycle, control a motorcycle in basic exercises, and most important, ride safely and skillfully in traffic situations. You'll accomplish these goals by watching these films, listening to your instructor, doing the exercises in your workbook, and by riding a motorcycle in practice sessions. Let's look at some of the differences between motorcycles and other vehicles and the rules all riders should know. One of the biggest and nicest differences is a motorcycle's economy. 50 miles per gallon isn't at all unusual for a motorcycle, but cars only average about 14, and a new motorcycle costs much less than a car. Motorcycles are easier to park and take up less space. But the rider isn't protected by the steel body of a car. So a smart motorcyclist wears all the protection he can: helmet, eye protection, gloves, jacket, heavy clothing, and boots. A cycle's small maneuverable size is another difference. But that small size isn't always an advantage because it makes motorcyclists harder to see. On dry surfaces, motorcycles have the advantage of maneuverability, but not when it's slippery. And there'll be times when you might not want to ride at all. Motorcycles are economical transportation for 1 or 2 people, but save riding double for when you have plenty of riding experience. It's fun, but it takes more than just basic riding skills to double up safely. When you ride, you've got to obey all the rules car drivers do, plus a few more. To ride safely, you need more special skills and knowledge than car drivers. Special laws for motorcyclists vary from state to state, so you have to find out for yourself if your state requires you to wear a safety helmet, use eye protection, or have a special license. Find out if your state allows you to ride side by side, places a limit on handlebar height. Do you have to have 1 rear view mirror or 2? Find out the minimum amount of equipment you have to have on your motorcycle. Are there certain roadways where you can't take your motorcycle? Are there special parking rules in your area? You should ask what kind of reflective materials you must have on your safety helmet and on your motorcycle. What are a rider's insurance liabilities in your state? There are many kinds of insurance, including no-fault insurance. But most insurance falls within these categories. Liability insurance pays claims for injuries to others or property damage. Collision insurance pays for damage to your motorcycle, regardless of who causes it. Comprehensive insurance covers other kinds of damage to your motorcycle, like fire, storms, or theft. Uninsured motorist coverage pays for damage when someone without insurance causes an accident. Medical payment insurance covers the cost of your treatment if you have an accident. You should have liability and medical payment. Your state may require that you be covered by more. Here are the most common categories of insurance again. Now, a few true and false questions to review. On a good surface, motorcycles are more maneuverable than cars. True, motorcycles are more maneuverable on a good surface. Car drivers often find it hard to see motorcycles because of their small size. True, car drivers aren't usually looking out for motorcycles, and their small size often does make them hard to see. Riding a motorcycle is easier than driving a car. False. Riding is more difficult because you have to worry about coordination and balance as well as the controls. Laws about motorcycles are the same in every state. That's false because some laws vary widely. You'll have to find out the laws in your state. Does liability insurance pay for damage you do to others or their property? True. Liability insurance pays for damage to others and their property, but not for damage to your property. Collision insurance will pay for damage to your own motorcycle after a collision, regardless of who is at fault. That's true. Collision coverage insures your motorcycle regardless of who causes an accident. This course will give you the opportunity to learn basic, safe operation of a motorcycle. That's definitely true. This course will give you all the material you need to know as a beginning rider. But remember, this course doesn't make you an expert. You may know the basic riding skills, but you need many hours of practice before you'll become a really good motorcyclist. This has been Unit 1 of the Beginning Motorcycle Rider course.